Hello, students. I hope everyone is doing fine. So, I'm here again today. We'll be doing another poetry from your first flight book, and the name of the poem is Animal, and it is written by Walt Whitman. So, let us start with the poem. Before starting the poem, let us have a quick introduction. वॉल्ट विटमन ने इस पोएम में एक कंपैरिजन दिखाया है, अ कंपैरिजन बिटवीन द ह्यूमंस एंड द एनिमल्स, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ह्यूमन वर्ल्ड एंड द एनिमल वर्ल्ड. पोएट बिलीव्स दैट, ये ओपिनियन है पोएट की, दैट जो ह्यूमंस के अंदर एनिमल्स, इन एनिमल्स देयर आर सर्टेन क्वालिटीज़ जो ह्यूमंस लैक करते हैं. ऑलराइट, जो ह्यूमंस के अंदर जिन क्वालिटीज़ की कमी है जो जानवरों में है, एंड दैट इज़ वाई ही फील्स, ये उनकी ओपिनियन है, उनके विचार हैं कि ही थिंक्स दैट एनिमल वर्ल्ड इज़ मच मोर पीसफुल देन ह्यूमन वर्ल्ड, एंड दैट इज़ वाई उन्हें ये लगता है कि वो एनिमल वर्ल्ड में ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल है या बेहतर ज़िंदगी जी सकते हैं रादर देन human world. Okay, so let us start the poem and we'll find out whether he has justified his opinion or not. So the first 3 lines: I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. Now here in the first line, the word turn, you must be knowing there are 2 meanings of turn. एक होता है मुड़ जाना, and the other is किसी चीज़ में बदल जाना, to turn into something else. So here what is the poet turning from? The poet is saying he wants to take a turn from the human world. Alright, वो इस इंसानों के इस दुनिया से मुड़कर he wants to live with the animals. He wants to live in the animal world. Then he is giving his reason why he wants to live in the animal world. He is saying that they are so placid and self-contained. Now placid means calm, peaceful, and self-contained means happy with oneself. You are happy in whatever your condition is, in whatever situation you are living in. So he says that animals are really calm and peaceful, and they don't have to think about anything else. They don't compare their life with others, neither they interfere in anyone else's life. Okay, so that is why he says that animals are much more better than the humans. I stand and look at them long and long, and the poet is saying that this is the reason why I could stand for a long time and then observe these animals, look at these animals. Again, long and long यहाँ पर आपको 2 meanings दे रहे हैं. One long is indicating time, a long time. The other long here means desire, means when the poet stands for long and looks at the animals, he really desired to go and live with them in their world, in the animal world, because as he has already given his reason that he feels the animals are better than the humans, so he really wished to go to turn and then live in the animal world. All right, come to the next lines. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. Now sweat means pasina bahana, and whine means to cry loud. Now poet is saying that like humans, all right, as humans do, animals they don't cry about their condition. वो किसी के सामने जाकर अपने सिचुएशन को लेके, अपने हाल को लेकर रोते नहीं रहते हैं, पसीना नहीं बहाते हैं. And that is why he feels that animals are satisfied, they are self-contained, they are calm. And this is what the poet likes about animals. Then he said, they do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They here refers to the animals. Now poet is saying that they do not lie awake. That means poet is saying जो humans हैं, जो इंसान हैं, वो रात रात भर जागते हैं. And what is the reason they lie awake in the dark? To weep for their sins. वो रात रात भर जागते हैं और पछतावे के आंसू बहाते हैं. किस बात का पछतावा? For their sins. Sins का मतलब होता है पाप. Now he is saying इंसान, first of all इंसान को पता होता है that he is doing wrong and whatever he is doing is not good. राइट, वो एक पाप है, बट स्टिल द पर्सन कमिट्स दैट सिन, एंड उसके बाद उसे उस बात का पछतावा होता है, वो गलती जो उसे पता था कि वो गलत है, कि जो वो करने जा रहा है वो गलत है या पाप है. So that is why this is very, the poet feels that this is really irritating, or therefore he keeps the animal world above the human world. Now you can see in the stanza, children, all the three lines, they starting with the same group of words. They do not lie awake, they do not make me sick. So there is anaphora, the poetic device anaphora is being used here. Another poetic device is alliteration. You can see here, they do not make me sick. M is being the initial letter is being used in the consecutive words M. So alliteration is also used here. Come to the next lines. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Now here not one means no one. And no one here, poet means no one in the animal world is dissatisfied. Means everyone is satisfied. हर कोई संतुष्ट है. And not one is demented. No one is demented. Now demented, the meaning of demented is mentally disturbed. किसी बात को लेकर परेशान होना, बार बार सोचना, अपने आप को सोच कर तकलीफ देना. एंड हेयर व्हाट इज़ ह्यूमन बीइंग डिमेंटेड विद, यहाँ पर परेशान कौन है? द ह्यूमन बींग्स. दे आर डिमेंटेड विद द मेनिया ऑफ ओनिंग थिंग्स. नाउ व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ मेनिया? मेनिया मीन्स पागलपन, क्रेज़. एंड ये पागलपन किस चीज़ का है? चीज़ों का मालिक बनने का, खुद को हर चीज़ का मालिक बताने का. ये मानना, ये अपने दिमाग में ये बात रखना कि दैट दिस प्रॉपर्टी बिलोंग्स टू मी, इस पर केवल मेरा हक है. एंड जो चीज़ इंसान के पास नहीं होती, वो उसे पाने के लिए, उसे हासिल करने के लिए वो परेशान होता है, अजीब अजीब हरकतें करता है. एंड दैट इज़ वाई द पोएट इज सेइंग ह्यूमन बीइंग इज़ डिमेंटेड विद द मेनिया ऑफ ओनिंग थिंग्स. वो नहीं चाहता कि उससे कोई चीज़ छिन जाए, या वो किसी चीज़ से दूर रहे, या वो हर चीज़ को हासिल करना चाहता है, अपने पास रखना चाहता है, हर चीज़ का मालिक बनना चाहता है. ओके. Then the poet says, not one kneels to another nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. यहाँ पर kneels का मतलब है घुटने टेकना, एज अ वे ऑफ शोइंग रिस्पेक्ट, जो ह्यूमन वर्ल्ड में बहुत कॉमन है. देयर इज़ इनइक्वालिटी, देयर इज़ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द रिच एंड द पुअर, द हाई लेवल एंड द लो लेवल क्लास. सो दैट इज़ वाई यहाँ पर ये इनइक्वालिटी आ जाती है. एंड दैट इज़ वाई वन पर्सन इज़ मोर रिस्पेक्टेबल वेर एज द अदर वन इज़ less respectable, या फिर where the other one is not respectable at all. Now the poet is saying in animal world this does not exist. Okay, in animal world each and every creature is equal. There is no question of respecting one and disrespecting another. The poet is saying in human world it is very common that the people who live thousands of years ago, means our ancestors. So poet is explaining that, he is telling that जो हमारे पूर्वज हैं, हम उनके सामने घुटने टेकते हैं, हम वी ऑर्गेनाइज सेरेमनीज टू पे ट्रिब्यूट टू देम एज अ वे ऑफ शोइंग रिस्पेक्ट टू देम. सो पोएट इज फीलिंग दैट दिस इज़ रियली फेक, ही फील्स दैट कि ये इंसान जो है ये सारी चीज़ों का दिखावा करते हैं. हो सकता है जिस पूर्वज को वो आज इतना रिस्पेक्ट शो कर रहे हैं, दिखा रहे हैं, वो शायद व्हेन दे वर अलाइव, जब वो ज़िंदा होंगे तो शायद वो उतना रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करते. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Now the poet is trying to say that in human world ये चीज़ बहुत कॉमन है, जो इनइक्वालिटी है, जो सबसे कॉमन जो हमें देखने को मिलता है इनइक्वालिटी, दैट इज़ बिटवीन द रिच एंड द पुअर. द रिच इज़ द हैप्पीएस्ट, वेयर एज द पुअर इज़ द saddest on earth. But this inequality does not exist in the world of animals, and that is why the poet says that animal world is much better than the human world. Again, this stanza we can see that poetic device anaphora is used here. Not one is repeatedly used in the consecutive lines. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. Now, the poet is saying that because of all these reasons, he finds the human world much more better, much more, he feels that he is comfortable living with the animals because of all these reasons. And he is saying that they show their relations to me and I accept them. And that is why he is saying that he is able to relate more with the animals than the humans. The poet also trying to say that at least animal world mein the animals are not pretending, they are true in whatever they are doing, in whatever they are showing. At least अगर एक animal किसी दूसरे animal को attack भी करता है, so that is in front of everyone, that is real. The animal is being true. But in human world what happens, एक इंसान आपके सामने बहुत मीठा होता है बट वो पीठ पीछे आपकी बुराई करता है या आपका वो बहुत बुरा भी सोचता है. सो दैट इज़ वाई द पोएट इज सेइंग कि मैं एनिमल्स के साथ अब ज़्यादा रिलेट कर पा रहा हूँ रादर देन द ह्यूमन्स. राइट, सो ही इज़ फाइंडिंग ह्यूमन बीइंग्स more dangerous than the animals. They bring me tokens of myself. Now here tokens of myself, first of all tokens means symbols, nishani, and tokens of myself ka matlab yahan myself, the poet is referring to the humans, the human society, the tokens of humans, the qualities of humans. Alright, so he is saying that they bring me tokens of myself. वो सारी क्वालिटीज़ जो कभी मेरे अंदर, जो कभी इंसानों के अंदर हुआ करती थी, आज आई एम एबल टू सी ऑल दोज क्वालिटीज़ इन दीज एनिमल्स. So what are the qualities that he is talking about? He is talking about innocence, all right, masumiyat, truthfulness, kindness. So all these qualities जो कभी इंसानों के अंदर हुआ करती थी, he is saying that आज वो सारी qualities मुझे जानवरों के अंदर दिख रही है. I am able to see all these qualities in animals. They evince them plainly in their possession. Now evince means to show. Now poet is saying that कभी अगर आप गौर करो, कभी आप just like the poet आप इन animals को observe करो, you will realize that they are showing they possess all these qualities and they show it without pretending. Alright, आप गौर करोगे कि ये सारी qualities, the truthfulness, kindness, faithfulness, all these qualities are there in the animals. और वो ये सारी qualities दिखा भी देते बिना pretend किए, बिना दिखावे के, just unlike the humans. Okay, I wonder where they get those tokens. Now see, wonder where, alliteration is being used here. Now poet is saying I wonder where they get those tokens. Now poet is saying when I saw that all these qualities are being possessed by the animals, he now was pondering that from where do these animals got these qualities. How come that animals, the human beings have lost them and the qualities have now being adopted by these animals. Alright, so he is wondering कि ऐसा क्या हुआ कि ये सारी qualities इंसानों के अंदर से गुम हो गई and now they are all present in the animals. Then he says, did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? Now poet is after wondering for a long that ये qualities animals के अंदर कहाँ से आई, he is probably trying to find a reason and he is saying that कि क्या ऐसा हुआ that I passed that way huge times ago. Alright, बहुत पहले मैं कभी इनके बगल से गुजरा एंड देन आई नेग्लिजेंटली ड्रॉप देम, और बहुत केयरलेसली मैंने अपनी ये सारी क्वालिटीज़ खो दी. बट हेयर व्हाट द पोएट इज़ ट्राइंग टू से इज़ दैट कि it is long back that humans have lost all these qualities, the good qualities in them, and it is a strange thing that these qualities are being possessed now by the animals. Now let me give you an example of why the poet is saying that the human beings have lost all these qualities. For example, you wanted to get some of your work done. आपको अपना कोई काम निकलवाना था, आपने उसके लिए किसी को bribe दे दिया, आपने किसी को रिश्वत दे दी. Now giving a bribe is a crime, all right, and you know that it is a crime, but still you are committing it. right? So this is what the poet is trying to say, that the human beings, they commit crime and then they regret doing it. So this is what the poet is saying, that this is how human beings gradually started losing the one qualities and the other and the other, and then now the and these qualities, now the time has come that these qualities can only be found in animals, as the poet is saying. Alright students, I hope you have understood the meaning of the poem, the opinion that the poet has put forward of preferring the animal world over human world, and he is able to justify his opinion. Still, if you have any doubt, you are always welcome. Thank you so much.